Good morning, everyone. I'm sure you can hear the lawnmowers going outside, but it is Friday. I've been having a really rough time since since last Saturday night, so basically a week. But today's gonna be a good day. I'm declaring it, I'm putting that in the atmosphere. I'm about to paint my nails, and our new couch is coming. So I'm just trying not to do too much, not to film too much until they're here and that's finished. Whew, but girl, we have a lot to talk about. The couch came. It is a lot longer than expected, but we also still have this one in here and we don't know what to do with it. In my mind, I was like, 2 couches won't be a problem for now. It'll be fine. But this literally has one of those. It's like a mini sectional with a reversible ottoman. I really enjoy playing Mrs. Fix-It, but I'm not that good at it because people have always built things for me. I'm gonna brainstorm and I'm gonna figure it out. Let's straighten you out. In the meantime, I wanted to just talk a little bit to you guys and be transparent, because the fact of the matter is I haven't made a video in over a month, and I think that instead of trying to come back and put on some facade to keep an image going, I just want to be real and raw and honest. I've been dealing with depression, and this isn't something necessarily new. I've dealt with it in different stages throughout my life, and a lot of it is attributed, majority, like 90% of it has always been because of the state of my health. Now, I've talked about that a little bit on my social medias. I'm not sure if I made videos about that here, but like I've had chronic migraines growing up, IBS, and now something that has been extremely painful on top of trying to figure all of that out in a holistic way is the fact that we are really desiring to have children, and it just seems impossible right now. I won't dive too deep into the details of that, but I did just want to bring it up because like it's almost taboo to talk about infertility or painful sex, things of that nature, especially within the church. And I feel like that's crap. If people talked about it more, there would be a lot more space and room for healing and breakthrough to take place. And that's why I'm always so open with sharing my story and what I go through, because I know that I'm not the only one. I know that there are so many other women. Every single time that I talk about just even like the mental component that comes with wanting to bear children and physically not being able to do what's needed to produce that. Things have come in stages. So last year I dealt a lot with shame, with insecurity. I was just like, I'm broken, and I felt disgusting. I thought that I was just like this raggedy mess, and I didn't understand how my husband could even desire to remain married to me. And now, you know, fast forward a year later, I thought that I was in a much better place. I had a few good months, you know, full of faith. And the thing is, now, present day, I still am so full of faith. So full of faith. But I'm in a place where it's like I can't deny what's going on mentally and emotionally anymore. I can't just cover that up by saying like, no, I have faith today. And if you know me in real life, you know that I believe in the supernatural divine power of the Lord. So I am not saying that faith is not enough. Faith is everything. But I also think that a lot of times, especially in charismatic circles, we decide that the natural component or the natural state that we're in isn't as important. We typically just brush it under the rug, even if that's not what we intend to do, in the name of having faith. Saturday night, we had a super long day. It was a really beautiful day, but it was a semi difficult week. It was really hard for me to get up and do anything. I was really grouchy, very confrontational, very irritable. And Saturday night, I stayed up like way later than what I usually do. So by the time that we got to bed, I was just like, I do not feel well. I really don't feel well. And I instantly could tell that what happened earlier in the year, that I've talked a little bit about this on Instagram, but what happened a little earlier in the year was about to happen like in a few seconds. So basically what has been going on with my body during certain periods of time is I will get like this really, like my stomach kind of goes like this, and it like burns and throbs, and then it stops. And the same time that it stops, my body shakes uncontrollably. And thank God, after the first time, the Lord was really speaking to me and giving me like divine revelation on things that I should be doing to improve the state of my health, because doctors could, like, to this day don't even know what the heck is going on. But thanks be unto the Lord who speaks clearly, okay? So even though it happened on Saturday night, it was way less intense, and I thank the Lord for that. And at the time, I was just like, God, like, why is this happening again? I feel like I'm doing everything that I can every single time. The thing just comes back every single time. The headache comes back every single time. The grief comes back every single time. The depression comes back. And so that's the state that I've been in, and it's been really difficult to grapple with, because I assumed that the reason why that was happening and these things were taking place was because in March, when I got really sick, I was angry at God, and I wasn't reading my Bible, and I wasn't praying, and I literally was hanging on by a thread. I would just lay in bed and listen to healing scriptures and be like, God, help me to believe any of it. Help me to believe it. Help me to believe in the promise that you're gonna heal me. Help me to believe in your word. Help me to believe that you are real. And it's like, I was not questioning any of that this time. It was really confusing and really difficult for me to process. But what I'm learning as of today is to just take things one step at a time. I mean, I don't have all the answers. It hurts like crap not feeling like you're able to have children, even when you're believing in the promise that you definitely will, even when you're believing that God's timing is sincerely best, even when you're believing that a testimony will come out of the season that you're in. The fact of the matter is that you're still in that season. And for me, every single month when my cycle comes, depression hits, because it's a constant reminder that I don't have this thing. And sometimes lately, I have been going back to that place of feeling like I'm broken, like something's missing, and I don't fully, it's like I can't snap my fingers and make it all go away. I can't snap my fingers and release myself from the pain. But I can do something about feelings of hopelessness. I can do something about feelings of discouragement and doubt and unbelief. And those are the things that I'm really trying to work on, because, girl, like, and I'm sure some of you know, like, when you allow yourself to stay put, to remain stuck in that space, there is absolutely no coming back from it. It feels like you've dug yourself into this hole and you covered it with a few fresh coats of dirt, and there's no way that you can dig yourself out. But the thing is, there's someone on the other side of that tunnel with a shovel called the Holy Spirit, who is just waiting for you to invite him in so that he can help you dig yourself out. And I feel like that's where I am. I don't want to do anything under false pretenses. I don't want to come on here and show you guys that walking with Christ is a walk in the park every single day, because you still go through trials, you still go through things that you will never understand, you still lose things, you still encounter pain, and sometimes it feels 10 times worse, because you're like, God, I know that you can do these things, yet you're not doing them for me. But even in that, like, God is still good, and I have to remind myself of that. It's like, The little things that the Lord has done for me, time and time again, has shown God's hand. I just wanted to explain that real quick. I have to cook dinner, and I really don't want to, but I'm gonna cook. That's too loud. I think that's too loud. As I was saying, I'm gonna cook this stew that I found on Pinterest, and I mean, it's simple. I just don't feel like peeling and cutting sweet potatoes today, you know what I mean? But might as well do it to get it over with, because then I can relax on the couch and watch more TV. That stew has to boil for 30 minutes. So you know what? I'm gonna start my night routine. The stew has like 25 minutes left to cook. So that is 25 minutes that I have all to myself. But I'm realizing like I do not have pajamas. Tell me, are you a pajama person, or do you just like to sleep in like sweats and a t-shirt? Because me, all I have are sweats and t-shirts, but I prefer to sleep in a nice 2-piece matching set, because baby, when I do, I feel amazing. If you are oh my gosh, there's a bug. If you are a pajama person, please leave down below where you shop, because I was looking today and I wasn't really impressed. I prefer like silk sets or solid color sets, anything pink. I love 3-piece sets too that come with like a robe and stuff. So yes, please let me know where you get your pajamas, because I need the hookup, okay? And just like that, ladies, I feel very relaxed. There's like 4 minutes. There's 4 minutes left on this stew before I can finish it and eat it, but there is nothing like a good nighttime routine that just literally takes all the tension out of your body. And then I started doing this, I'll put it here, this bedtime routine stretch thing. And when I tell you, it literally helps me sleep so much better throughout the night. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay. Now, the only thing that I have to do is add coconut milk and spinach, and I'll be done. It is ridiculously loud in here, but here she is. I'm gonna go ahead, sit on the couch. Talk to you guys later.